How you going, guys? Today we're going to be working on the HZ. Bloody bright out here. So yeah, this one back here. So here she is. Not the most fantastic car in the world, but she'll do me just fine. Sort of halfway through, not quite. Maybe 1/8 way through replacing these quarter panels. Obviously I've got a fair bit of work to fix these up. That's from the original quarter panel. It's a bit rusty through here. These quarter panels came off a car with a vinyl top, so the metal through here is not really the best, but that's fine. We can fix that. Tacked this patch in probably a few years ago now, probably 2 years ago. And some of the rear quarter stuff that I've got going on down here, I did back then as well. But I've sort of just been making my way around. I ended up starting to get this to fit a little bit better. Mind the surface rust, because yeah, this car does live outside for the moment, but that's fine. But yeah, anyway, we'll have a look inside the boot. Obviously, you've got to fill in this little gap here, make a little patch for that. I ended up having to do this in a few panels. Long story short, I ended up making this part and this part same time I made the this wheel arch part here, and I wasn't really that happy with it, so I ended up chopping it up a little bit. I remade this part up through here just because it wasn't quite right. And yeah, sort of I've gotten it all tacked together, fitting. Still got to do a little bit more shaping around through here. Like I said, got to fill in this part here, but yeah, it's coming around. Pretty happy with that. Obviously, got a fair bit of rust around the back window, so there'll be a few hours there. Still tossing up whether or not I use the rare spares piece through there or not, or I'll just make something. I think I might use the rare spares piece, because then at least I'll be able to say that I have used one, and you know, if they're good or not, I can say if they're good or not. But yeah, this one's it's pretty bad, which is it's a little bit sad, because yeah, underneath it's absolutely bloody beautiful under here. Like, yeah, really yes, if it was all good I'd be happy, but it's not. So oh well, you get that. Yeah, like I said, just been making the quarter panels fit a little bit nicer. Obviously these are actually off a HJ, but yeah, this one's a HZ, so they're the same quarter panels, but yeah, there's a few years in between making them, so yeah, I sort of imagined that they wouldn't quite fit this body as well as what they are now, because yeah, this part all sort of stuck up, and yeah, I was fighting it there for a little bit, but yeah, it's coming around now. Obviously still got a long way to go on this side. This one's got a little bit more rust in it. Aerial hole that I need to fill in. This side actually did have the aerial hole, but I welded that up. That was quite some time ago. Can't even see it anymore. I think it was somewhere around here. But anyway, not to worry. But yeah, like I said, on that side, I've just been getting the light to fit, because obviously it fit like crap, like this one does. But yeah. Hey Chuck, what are you doing? Hey? It's the supervisor. Yeah, all in all, it's not a bad car. I mean, this is the one I'll be tubbing anyway, so got a lot of holes to weld up through here, because all of that will get folded back in on itself. All of this will go all through there, because I'm going to put new tubs in it. A little bit of rust in the dog legs that I've got to fix up. Seals I'll have to replace. Probably going to get another bonnet for it. Nose cone's got a few little holes here and there. Actually, I've got another video I've made fixing this dent. Well, not really fixing it, but just getting it a little bit better so the grill fits. But yeah, not sure if I'll upload that or not, because yeah, it's a little bit boring, but it's fine. Yeah, then we got this side. Got another back door for it, because yeah, this one's pretty pretty smushed in, as you can see. But it's a shame that wasn't a or the door skin that I'm fixing isn't the driver's side, because yeah, that would have been a good one to put a skin on, because yeah, we'll have a look at the inside. She's pretty good. It's got a little bit of rust starting just here, but nothing too bad. If you could find doors like that every day with good skins on them, that yeah, you'd be going to find one with a good skin, like with the inside like that. But that's fine. Might end up replacing it, might not. I have got another door the same colour as the car, the Shamos, but yeah, we'll see. Sort of like the beaten up look. Yeah, there's a bit of work in these quarter panels to go, so just going to focus on doing the other side. Again, this side, got to replace the sill panels. I didn't chop that out, that was some other meathead. Got a little bit of rust in the car panel. The car does leak like a sieve, but yeah, we'll deal with that when we get to it, I suppose. What are you doing? Running away from me, eh? There's the powerhouse. Nothing really too fancy going on under there. Pretty tidy though. Obviously needs a little bit of a clean up, but that's fine. That'll all get ripped out. Scissors. Like I said, the floors are pretty good in this thing. You always need a bonnet hinge spring on the floor. Yeah, it's getting there though. Just going to focus on getting this lower quarter to fit a little bit nicer. And then, yeah, I'll probably look at cutting some of this out. Well, cutting it all out really. I'm going to obviously radius that corner, just so, because you don't want to be sharp corner in your patch panel. And then, yeah, I'll look at fitting that in and probably continue welding some of these other patches in. And then we can maybe look at later down the track when I've got somewhere to put this thing, I can strip all the paint off these quarter panels, de-rust them, and then get some epoxy on them. Those parts of the old quarter panels. For you guys that don't know this car, someone had actually used the original quarters off this car for rust repair sections. So yeah, they'd cut big holes through the tops of the quarter panels. Just yeah, absolutely destroyed the car for $50 worth of steel. So, which is a very silly thing to do, especially when there's a rusty bonnet on the car. I mean, you could have simply just unbolted that and just cut that up, but we'll cut the quarter panels on the car, I suppose. Hey, Chook, cut the car up? No. Okay. lower quarters all tucked in. Bit of a gap between those two panels, but that's fine. Still have to, I think, when I made this panel, I haven't given enough shape. So it's showing that it's a little bit in at the moment. So I'm going to take the quarter off and I'll stretch out this panel just so that's got a little bit more curve to it. Because yeah, back here feels all right. That's got a pretty consistent curve to it, but this one you can definitely feel it dips in. So yeah, I'll whip the quarter off. I'll stretch this out just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more shape. Yeah, back here is pretty good. It's just when you get to about that just there, starts to suck in just a little bit in the middle, but that's neither here nor there. Reasonably happy with the way that it fits. Down here is a little bit crap. I might end up doing something with that, but I'm not sure what I'll do with that just yet, just because, like I said, I'm going to fold in the whole wheel arch the whole way along, including the dog leg. So, yeah, but obviously there won't be a wheel tub inside that part for the way that I'm doing the tubs. So, yeah, it's all sort of fitting in pretty nice through here. That seems pretty flush to the floor pan. Like I said, still got to bring this in around and make up a little piece that just fits in here. But yeah, it fits up pretty snug towards the factory brace. I will still keep that. What I'll probably end up doing is I'll probably trim it along this edge, and then I'll unpick this side of the wheel tub, and then when I get my new wheel tub, I'll still have this lip right here, so then I'll be able to sit the new tub underneath that, and hopefully I'll still be able to use that. If not, I'll just have to chop it back to somewhere through here. Not quite sure, like I said, I haven't done one before, so, well, not one like this anyway. Yeah, that side's obviously a different shape, because yeah, this is the longer side. But yeah, it seems to be coming around. It's yeah, it's getting there. I didn't really have much tooling when I started making up these patch panels, so yeah, I don't even think I had my folder back then. But yeah, it's coming around. Obviously, I'll have to tidy up some of this stuff. I mean, I could easily weld that gap up. That's not a drama, but should be able to get it a little bit better. Might just end up trimming just some of this on and just bringing the quarter in just a little bit, straighten up some of these cuts. But that's fine for at the moment. Might just sit that tail light in just to have a little bit of a look. I haven't got all the screws in the tail light, or sorry, the little nuts, just because they're missing the studs in the housing, but it's got two in there, so that'll be enough to sort of give me a little bit of a rough idea. Even if I need to add a little bit of a weld just along the edge of some of these parts of the panels, I'm not really too worried about it. They never really fit that great, but again, this car's not a show car, so even if it's not perfect, it's you know, got to be good enough. So at the end of the day, I'm still trying to retain the sort of the factory look of the body. So yeah, if it doesn't fit all that well, so be it, you know. But pretty happy with the gaps on this one. So So far anyway. I think the quarter panel at this end can still be pushed in just a little bit. But that's fine. So I've brought up some of these areas just through here, made my way along the weld join, and it's come up not too bad. It's not perfect, but we're not aiming for perfect on this one. Close enough is good enough. Still probably a little bit too low through here, so I'll probably raise up that just a little bit after I get some welding done to it, or this might be a little bit too high, either. But yeah, it's not too bad. But anyway, I'm going to go along, probably weld my way through here and do the same on the this joint through here, same with the underside. So through this one back through here, and yeah, that'll probably do me for today. Quarter panel's back on. Spent a little bit of time on this. It's not perfect, but it'll do the job. Might do a little bit of shrinking through here with the shrinking disc, but it's not looking too bad. It'll do the job for this one anyway.